This is not good. This is weird. We've crossed a line, Lufanians. We've crossed a line.
And she's been arrested on drug trafficking.
That's right. Are you feeling ranty though this week?
Just like they're whipping these tops off like it's Love Island. But let me tell you, they don't look like they're on Love Island. The moobs are out. The beer guts are out. Look, she shot on her.
Oh, that was not chocolate mousse. Be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, and general explicit content. Possibly not as much poo chat as last week, but
We
you
won't
never
do the
know.
poo chat.
You never know. But you know you love the pod, and we thank you for that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning,
I'm
Lou.
Louisa, you're Anna.
I am.
Each and every week we're here without fail.
Always.
52 weeks of the year. It's my birthday this week.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday,
I'm
doll.
old.
How old are you going to be this time? You're not 38, are you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I know.
When we excuse my language, Timothy.
Was I 26?
Babes, when we
No.
started doing this, I swear you were still in your 20s. Yeah.
No.
You must have
I
been.
must
You
have
would have
been.
been. 28?
20. No.
No.
30.
Immo's like, no.
All right.
Hi, Imsy.
Morning.
Good morning, darling.
No, I must have been 30 because Clemmy was born and I had her when I was 30.
Did you?
Yeah.
God,
I think
feels
I
like a
was
7
lifetime.
years ago
I
now.
think I was 31.
7, 8
20
years.
2018.
2018. Yeah, I was 31.
I do not remember life BC, before children. It's just...
I'm currently
I
the
do.
age that you were when we started the pod.
Yeah.
Who?
How does that make you feel?
Because I'm now 31.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm a right old bitch.
yeah,
I'm going to be 44 in a couple
you
of
should
months.
consider a facelift now because apparently
Prevention's better than cure and all that.
if you have
I'm
it
with you.
at the age like when you're 45, before you're 45, like 43,
Is that
45,
the cut-off, is it?
it's a really good age to have a facelift.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's not obvious. Like you'd have it and then people would
Go,
see
"Oh, you
you
just look quite good."
and they
yeah.
go, "Oh, you're
"Oh,
looking
you look
fresh.
well. You look well."
Like you don't need your eyes doing, but you
No,
could have a
jowls, yeah.
half facelift.
A little bit
and
of the
do
old
that.
jowly.
And apparently instead of going up,
Yeah, I
you're
don't want to be up. I get
no,
scared.
you're just meant to go back.
Yeah, just back a little bit.
Oh no, you're not meant to go back. You're meant to go up.
Well, up from the cheekbones.
Just pull up,
up and-
yeah.
Up and there.
But
and then,
see all this,
yeah, all this, all the rolls.
because when you get older, you're going to get really turkey neck.
Jowly.
Yeah, you should get a half facelift now. I've got a great guy. I'm going to get to do mine. He's done a couple of people I know, but I'm going to wait till I'm 43.
43, my age now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then it's not dramatic. And then this guy says just little tweaks.
Little tweakments here, there, and
But
everywhere.
You might want to grow old gracefully. I don't, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm going to be like Joan Rivers.
Oh, yeah,
on fucking ecstasy.
you're out and proud, babes.
I'm going to be there. Yeah.
Have you seen Kris Jenner's new face?
No.
No.
Let's have a look.
Is it bad?
I feel no, it's good.
Is
It's like
it?
she's got the one that
She's got
Lindsay
the
Lohan got.
right. No, Lou, I'll be honest.
Oh, send us it in the
yeah,
group.
send us it now.
She looks
I'm very open too. I'm very open too.
Well, if you want, I'll go with
I don't
you.
rush to stuff. but
Can
at the
we
same time,
go for a
you know.
consultation
Yes,
then? Because
I'm
then
up
I
for
can
that.
see what he says to you.
Yeah, right. Is he in the England?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the England.
In the England.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
he? Jokes aside, I
Yeah.
would actually. I
I
am not
think we should
averse
go.
to anything.
And I'll come as your mate.
Yeah,
Then
obviously.
I can see what he
says
to
to
you.
me. Go on, let's go and do a
we
consultation.
go?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not a massive fan of like surgery and
But
tweakments.
you wouldn't tell. It'll be very...
Yeah, if it's a bit subtle, I'm
Yeah.
here for it. Like
I just think you need a half.
yeah, a little half.
Alex is going to be like, Louisa, stop saying this to my wife.
No, he won't
Not
mind.
bad. So Kris Jenner's got a new face, has she?
Yeah.
Let's
I
have a
don't
look.
really
Go on.
follow the
Send it in.
Kardashians and I've never really watched their show.
Can I make
Have
a confession?
You? What?
I've never ever watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I haven't either.
Have you, Bex? Becca
I've
has
seen
Emma?
clips.
Emma?
I have, yeah.
Oh, of course she has. She's seen everything.
She's like, so
I know who
mods.
they all are. I mean, I've
modern.
interviewed randomly Kendall, Kylie,
Have you?
Kim, and Chloe
Have you?
back in the day. Yes.
Oh.
Back in the. So do you know what? So fun.
Oh.
Bex, you look mildly
Bex
impressed.
is like really impressed by
Bex
this.
looks mildly impressed by this. So when but I interviewed them. So this was like Kylie, who's the younger two? Kylie and Kendall. So it was kind of like their first foray into red carpet life.
Oh.
So at the time, I was a Nickelodeon presenter, and I used to go out to LA every year to host the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Oh, yeah.
and loved it. And my role was like being super gobby,
Yeah.
and I used to pull people to go and interview
Yeah.
because, to be honest, you know what it's like, Lou. People that are talent scouts, they're never quite as good as the actual hosts who can just literally leap a fence,
Exactly.
mic in the face. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're on camera now. You're like a bellend if you walk away. So and the girls, Kendall and Kylie, came on. Well, do you know what? I don't mean this rudely at all. I'm just calling as it is. They were like two little skinny, spotty, pale teenagers. They were sort of 14 and 15.
Rabbit in the headlights.
Rabbit in the headlights. And they were being chaperoned by Chloe and Kim.
Yeah.
And they were sort of really timid and all of this. And then suddenly, fast forward a couple of years, I'm like, damn.
They're like,
They had a glow up.
Filled
Bless their
and
little
glowed
heart.
up.
Yeah. They were very
Wow.
sweet, actually.
got to be beautiful to be in the business.
Well, I mean, they looked lovely. They had the little train track braces on, and like they were like proper just kids. Yeah, proper kids. So
They
it's
grew up
crazy when they grew
quick.
up.
Now they're like in the Forbes like rich list and shit.
Which one's the most successful one? Isn't that
Kylie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't Kylie the richest out of all those bitches?
I think she is. Yeah, there was a big thing about it.
I've got really
wasn't
bad
there?
stomach cramps.
Oh, not again. By the way, guys, following on from Shitgate from last week and LuAnna has a parasite ? We're still potentially wondering if we do, just to keep you on those vibes. Do you need the lavatory? Need the lavatory? Lou's looking a bit mannequin-esque.
I'm just letting my cramps pass.
Okay.
Well, I
Birth the
think I
cramp,
might
birth
need
the
to go to
cramp.
the toilet.
Do you need the old crappies? Do you want... Yeah, oh, she's off. She's off. Oh, she's off. She's off. We will take a short break for Zisman to offload. Right,
So
Kris
Chris's
Jenner,
face.
Imo has just sent the photo.
What?
I'm going to be honest with you. This is one... Guess how old she is, Lou? Guess how old she is. Tell me.
She looks amazing.
Amazing. Tell me how old she is. I know how old she is.
62.
69. For a woman who is nearly 70, guys,
Stop.
and I've just looked through TikTok
What
at
has she
videos.
done?
Well, whatever she's done, I'm
She's
in.
100%. She's had a facelift.
But whatever it is, it looks amazing. I just want to see her knees and elbows now. You know how
Well,
you think
can't.
somewhere
and
that
she's
shit's
had
got to
a neck.
go.
She's had a neck lift.
Show us her neck, actually. Where's her neck?
Well, look, you can see she's had a neck
Oh
lift.
yeah, she's had it all pulled. I mean, she looks just like Kim.
Looks
She looks like Kim, circa 20 years old.
insane.
She does look good, like really good. Not even just like looks good for a 69-year-old. She looks
Her
good,
lips
full stop.
look better as well.
Look, I'm not saying anyone should go and do anything, but bloody hell, she looks good.
She looks about our age.
I mean, I'm telling you now, if I could find someone to make me look like that at 69, I'm doing it.
Wow.
I'm pretty
And
happy
has
with
she
how I
said,
am.
yeah, I've had a facelift.
Oh, I don't know.
Why do these people, has she said it, Ims, or not? Do we know?
No.
The thing is, why do they gatekeep?
Don't gatekeep, right? You're so
Tell
right,
us
Lou.
who your fucking surgeon
Tell
is.
us your
It's
secrets.
part of the sisterhood. We
It
all want to
is.
look as good as that.
Yeah, just
so
tell
why
us.
is she just like
And also,
not saying?
to your,
She might have said
and
so.
also to your point as well. Just
It's quite obvious that she's had something done.
So, I mean, babes,
so why not just
babes,
share the love?
babes? Exactly, share the loves. And also, you know what? To your point, yeah, sometimes I'm pretty happy with how I look, you know me. But equally, I have said to you, and so I would like to have the old jowly, have a
You
little
have
look
been
at.
going on about your jowls for
so I
like
would
4
like to
years.
go and have a look. Let's go make an appointment, please,
Okay,
for the
well, I
surgeon.
can't do it for you. You need to do it. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
give us
your
the name of the
appointment.
person, and then come with me.
Yeah.
and then we'll go and see if we'll do a bog off.
Should we see if he'll let us film it, Beck?
Yes, trim my chin.
He's
and
well
then-
on. He's well on Instagram. This guy, so he might.
I don't know. I get a bit funny about all this funny do it for free crap. I'm not one of those people. I
Okay,
think you
we'll
pay
pay
good
him.
money to have things done. I don't want to be owing any. I don't like to
No,
owe
but
anyone
I'm not
anything.
saying for free, but he might just let us film it.
Says she who's like, can I have a free kitchen?
Yeah. Sell out.
Oh yeah, actually, to be honest, who am I saying? I mean, I'll take the free kitchen. Oh, the Renault. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Renault is, I've been a bit lax on the Renault. It's only probably because I've been working and big out. I mean, can I just say, if it wasn't for Alex, nothing would be happening. And he has been motoring with this.
Good.
Motoring. I mean, the boy has a clipboard. He's in. Every morning on site, we're in.
Is he?
No, we're doing it. This is good. I sort of now have avoided going into the granny pad because it is in such a building state of disrepair. I can't bear it. I can't bear it. I went in there the other day with my nice shoes on and I was like, no, I'm coming back out of this immediately.
You
but
should
it's
just
good.
not go and then be like,
Surprise,
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 It'll be like
surprise.
changing rooms.
No, we've got we're good. We've got he wants to know know, actually, sorry, it's probably an off-pod question. We'll ask you now anyway.
Ask it on pod.
What is your worktop, mate? Is that marble or what is...
Porcelain.
It's porcelain, is it? Okay.
I don't like marble.
No, we don't like marble. It's stains.
I know, and it's really annoying. We've just bought a house in Dubai.
And it's got marble.
Oh, everywhere.
Oh, everywhere's marble. They bloody love
they
marble, don't
bloody
they?
love a bit of marble out there.
One little red wine stain
That's it,
and you're
you're
done.
fucked.
You're done for life. We're not having marble.
Don't do marble.
We need a hard-wearing kitchen with
Yeah,
2 kids. Oh, it's
but
porcelain.
porcelain.
Okay, because I went wide. He went, I really like that worktop. So anyway, he's fully in. I walk in.
And I
say,
tested that for 48 hours. I left red wine,
Did you?
tomato, curry paste, turmeric on a little slab. That's what you need to do when
That's
you're doing
good.
a reno. You
Check
get
it
it.
out.
You put all the stainy stuff on it, 48 hours, leave it, and it all wiped off.
Oh, now
Yeah.
that is good. That is really good.
That's what you need
Well,
to
I
do.
walk in, I say hello to Vass, Daniel and Joe, our builders. I walk straight back out again and I say, well done for another week. Just tell me, the walls are all up now of the extension.
Oh.
Yeah, the walls are all up. Yeah, we're starting to sledgehammer
How
through the next bit. Yeah, no, it's all going upstairs. It's all been sledgehammered through.
Ooh.
Vaulting shits happen to ceilings.
You should put a
Al's,
laundry chute in.
like Home Alone. Like Home Alone.
I wish I had a
Dreamy.
laundry chute in this house.
That is quite cool. That is quite cool.
Yeah, you should just do a little.
I keep. Everyone seems to have these. You're doing an extension at the moment, aren't you, Bex? Everyone seems to be having these breakfast bar things, don't they? Or like a cocktail cabinet. But
I like what I've got in my kitchen.
Yeah, you know when you hide all your shit
Yeah,
behind
I
it, the
like- I
toaster
like
and your
everything being-
NutriBullet and stuff. I like it. I like it.
I like everything hidden, so it's clean.
That's what
lines.
I said. I want to have the most unachievable house ever where no one will see anything.
Yeah.
Other than, I mean, even the kids shit.
Yeah, so it's
storage,
just like
storage.
a worktop behind a cupboard.
Yeah, behind a cupboard.
Are you going to do that then?
Yeah, I said that to kitchen design. I went, put one of those in there. Put one of those in there.
And then you can get like nice jars with labels. That's what I like.
Al's turned into you. He's now literally to our neighbour Grace, who we
I
love.
inspire lots of people.
He's gone down the range, or there's somewhere else
yeah.
apparently in Harlow that does really good Kilner jars. Al's the you in my relationship.
Brilliant.
I'm like, off you go, babes.
I salute
Off
him.
you go. I'll just move in
well
6
done
months'
on
time.
the reno. I'm in Italy this week for my birthday.
Yes, a happy birthday, darling.
Little romantic
48
getaway.
this week.
Fuck you.
Stink eye I just got. 38. So what will you be doing in Italy? Give us a taste.
Well, we're going to this really nice hotel.
So this is you and the A-dog.
Yeah, just us two.
Shaggy,
We're meeting
shaggy.
there. And then
Wear some decent pants. Some
yeah,
good, some
I
good
actually need to go
lingerie.
underwear shopping.
Yeah, make an effort for your husband.
I should.
You should. You should actually. You should.
Yeah.
I think you should. I think it's important sometimes to
Anyway,
treat
it's
our
really
husbands.
nice. We're doing pottery making
From last week to this week.
that
So-
I've booked
hang
for
on,
us.
Andrew's doing pottery
Well,
making
he
with
wasn't
you.
that keen.
I was
but
going to
I feel
say.
like actually throwing it and like.
Yeah, we're
going
going
Oh,
to do
that
the
is
wheel.
fun. No,
so
I
had
wanna
like
do
this
that.
vision of Ghost
What, him behind you?
when they do the wheel.
Rubbing up
pottery
behind
wheel.
you.
So we're doing pottery. We're doing truffle hunting.
Oh, like little piggies.
Yeah, we're going truffle hunting. And then afterwards you have like this whole truffle meal made for you.
This is because you love your truffle
I
linguine.
love truffles, but I hate mushrooms. Interesting fact about me. And then
was that the interesting
he's
fact?
doing
Oh.
a few tennis
Yeah.
and they've got horses there.
Nice.
So while he's doing tennis lessons, I'm doing horse riding.
So where in Italy is it?
Tuscany.
Oh, Tusk. Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
And they've got like this beautiful spa with like underground cave type spa. We're doing wine tasting.
Oh, how many days?
I think only 3 or 4.
Oh,
I've booked a lot
lovely.
in.
You have.
booked a lot
So you're doing
in.
truffle
And then
hunting.
I've got a
horses?
massage.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that sounds absolutely divine, Lou.
I'm very excited.
Well, happy bloody birthday.
And it's nice because we're like never the two of us on my like we
It's
always
so
do
nice.
big things.
Yeah.
Like last year we had the Bridgerton party and the year before the yacht. Well, we
Do you know
are
what?
going on a yacht again this
We
year.
are doing the yacht. So
But
excited.
It's nice. Oh,
Also, you're going to be really pleased with me.
I haven't got any of my outfits yet.
You're going to be really pleased with me.
Actually, I've got a couple. I'll show you them.
I want to see. Actually, I'd like a
Do
bit
you
of a
want
mood.
to see
Yes,
my
please.
old Hollywood glamour?
Yes, I
We're
would.
doing themes.
So this is the yacht trip 2025. I am
The sequel,
not
we've
because
called it.
Lou has cajoled me into this, because I actually want to do this. I'm getting my stylist Emma on the case. No, because jokes aside, all of my shit from the granny pads either been thrown out in my overzealous
Yeah,
clear out,
thank God.
or I don't have anything. So I've asked Emma to help me do a little bit of a shop.
And did you show her the schedule?
No, I haven't got that far yet, Lou.
Okay, well, I sent the schedule. I'm very organised. I sent the schedule.
Yes.
And then we're doing like 2 boat parties with themes.
Yes.
So one theme, because I love dressing up. I'm
One's-
just like
what's
a big
the one first theme again?
Peter Pan and Pirates.
Oh yeah, Peter Pan. That's right.
So think like Peter Pan, Captain Hook, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Obviously, Lucy Cave and I have a running joke that the pair of us go like two dinner ladies in a swamp every time.
No, you look nice. And then
Thanks,
the
you're
other
kind,
theme is old Hollywood glamour, because Andrew's like, can we do one nice one where we have to dress up like the men? And
I have got
I've got a really good dress for that.
I've got a good flapper dress actually, like a nice old, like it's not old,
No,
but
it's
like
not
vintage.
fancy dress. It's more like more like long dresses and like fancy.
Oh, okay. Oh, show me your dress then.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, show me the dress, and then I'll get Emma on the case.
Let
I'm
me
at the point in my life now where I'm like, I'm clinging on, girls.
I think I sent it to Andrew.
With the Celebs Go Dating schedule. By the way, quick update on Celebs Go Dating. Frigging incredible series. This series. Oh, that's amazing. Sure, let's have a look. Let's have a butch. Let's have a butch. That's quite reasonably priced, actually.
Yeah, I thought that.
Right. Oh, that's very nice.
People are like, how much is it? It was £500.
Well, I'd say reasonably priced for this. Actually, to be honest, at first glance, I thought it said 300. I'd say that's probably more my price. But this is, it's a nice baby. Am I got whose baby's that?
Oh, that's my baby.
Whose baby?
That's my baby.
That's Indigo.
Yeah. I sent it to him at Kettle. Now,
Oh.
Anna is now just flicking through my personal pictures that I've sent to Andrew.
Do you know what? How gorgeous was she as a baby? Oh, she's so sweet.
I've handed Anna my phone to look at 2 WhatsApp pictures, and she is now flicking through what Andrew
I'd
and
forgotten how lovely Indigo was as a
know.
baby. Anyway, it's a lovely dress.
Thank you.
Right, I'll make sure I get the same one.
That's what I've
Imagine if I
bought.
turned up in the same dress.
This is
You'd
the
be like,
random
"Get off!
pictures I've been. Look,
Get off the boat.
me shopping in B&M for wood.
Oh my god.
Sent a picture.
Oh, she's
Our new house in Dubai.
Yes.
The renders.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh, actually, Lou, do you know something? Question.
Me and the kids.
Oh, you like Andrew's mum, Carol, at our LuAnna concert.
I had a nosebleed. Sent him a picture.
Is this how you're now communicating with your husband?
Yeah.
Through photographs. Brilliant.
He sent me pictures of the herb garden at his apartment in Dublin. They've got a salad and herb
Oh my
garden.
God, you two have actually turned into the good life. Clemmy on there. How is
Casa
your...
Collins, that's our new house in Dubai.
Nice, like it. Love it.
That's a render.
Lou,
so
genuine
changing.
question. How is your Amazon obsession going?
Do you know what? It's calmed down.
Well, I haven't tripped over 15,000 boxes today.
No, because they hadn't been delivered. They're in the post box.
Oh.
When you go out, I bet all the boxes will be there. Do you want it? Shall I do this? Because some people enjoy it. My last few Amazon orders.
And why not? To
Okay.
be fair, I have been over-ordering on Amazon recently.
Oh, today, subscription charge for Audible Premium Plus.
Do you actually use Audible?
No.
No, you do
and
not.
do you know what? I don't know
How to
to
do it.
cancel this subscription.
Go into your...
No, I've
Is it on your
tried.
phone?
In
Is
my
it a phone
Audible
subscription?
app, do you think it is?
Yeah, if you go onto subscriptions on your phone, it might be in there.
I have tried that.
Imo's like, admin!
Okay. No, this is interesting for people, Emma. Tack cleaning mitts, Voss water,
Of course. How many cases?
2 24s, leather cleaning wipes, Starbucks pods for the gardeners and the housekeepers for their coffee
Their coffee
machines,
machine, right, yeah.
coloured cups, toilet roll,
Good.
72 rolls.
Yeah, lovely. That's a day's worth. Especially with Peter and Paul in there.
Giant marshmallows
Nice.
for toasting, veggie wash spray. So
I've recently got into this. Washing all your veggies.
You've got to
more.
wash all
I know,
your veg.
all your...
So
yeah.
I bought. I'll
Yeah.
do it. I'll do a little TikTok on this. Actually, Bex is
right.
looking at me. She runs my TikTok. You've got a veggie wash
Yeah.
spray,
Yeah.
and then you've got to wash all your fruit and veg. Dog and puppy training pads for my new puppy.
What puppy?
Yeah, my new puppy. Oh my God, I've rehomed this puppy. Guess what its name
What
is?
puppy?
Guess
I've
what
missed
its
this.
name is? Anna.
Stop it.
It's a little sausage dog called Anna. Have I not told you this?
No, does anyone else
What?
know this?
Yeah,
No,
Bex,
Imo's-
I showed you a
Bex doesn't know-
picture.
You have a puppy?
Yeah, a little sausage dog. Look, and I had to buy a
Right,
puppy
stop
pad.
the Amazon list. Talk about the puppy. This is the content we're here for.
I rehomed her. She's called Anna.
Where is it then?
The sausage. Why are you so colourful?
But to be honest, it is not unbelievable that you would have just adopted a sausage dog puppy called Anna. It is not unbelievable. Okay, so why have you got puppy pads then?
For the ducks.
Oh.
For the
Oh,
ducklings.
I was really excited about
Bow and
sausage
arrow
dog.
arrows.
Why?
We did archery at pony camp.
Okay, yeah.
What else? Oh, this is interesting. A water butt tap. It's my next craft idea. I'm going to make
Right, Stacey.
a big thing, a big bin on wheels, and I'm going to add a water butt tap into it so I can empty it because it's to soak my horse's hay.
Lovely.
And I'm going to add wheels and put the tap on it, and then I've got my own hay soaker that's movable and got a tap to empty the water out of. Bex is thinking TikTok.
I was going to say, we look forward to that TikTok as well, coming soon.
That's basically it, really. Oh,
Well
this
done.
is a good one. A little festival trolley on wheels.
Lovely.
Yeah. So, and some rugs, you know,
Usual shit.
skull and crossbone ears, pirate outfit, lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. Well, the best thing that I have bought recently was, I can't remember who did it because my friend did it for us, case of Whispering Angel Rosé, £9 a bottle.
Where's that from? That's cheap.
I know. He went and...
Was it fake?
No, it was real, but he did like a mass order, but I was like, let's get in on that one.
£9 a bottle? And you're gatekeeping the name of the place?
I can't remember who it was. He just was like, who wants some? I'm doing a mass order.
Wine. I have stopped drinking wine. I have been drinking quite a bit of wine recently.
Love a bit of wine. It's summer. It's summer, Lou.
Anyway, maybe that's what's giving me the shit.
The old tritty trotties. Well, we look forward to
Anyway,
that.
let's move
Here we
on.
go. Yes.
It's time for...
Did you know with Imo? Dun dun. Why are you looking like that? You're looking like
She's
you've
not
forgotten
got
it.
one.
Have you forgotten it?
No. Did you know
Oh, she's quick.
Yeah.
that
Yes.
I've done so many facts. I keep being told that I've already done these facts that I'm doing, but I don't remember doing them.
Okay.
Did you know that crocodiles can't stick out their tongues
No, I didn't.
because their tongues are attached to the roof of their mouth?
What?
I
Well,
didn't
if
even
it's
know they had a
attached to the
tongue.
roof...
Yeah. Do you know, all I'm thinking of when you said crocodiles, I saw a really disturbing reel last night on Instagram of a crocodile
eating
prowling behind a little dog. and
Did it get the dog?
it cut just as it was about to get the dog. So I don't know what happened to the dog. And I'm actually really
You're still
concerned now. I don't know what
thinking.
happened to the dog. Did the dog
it would have
get
eaten it.
eaten or not?
Yeah.
But this like prowling, and I just remember thinking, crocodiles are scary bastards.
Florida, isn't it? They're
Scary
everywhere there. Or
bastards.
is that
Alligators, they can stick their tongues out,
Well,
Can they?
that's
but
interesting.
crocodiles can't.
What's the difference? One lives on land and one lives in water.
I think so, yeah.
Alligators are bigger, aren't they? No, they're
I don't
smaller.
know.
No.
Like an alligator swamp. I think alligators... I don't know. What is the difference between an alligator
They're
and a
from
crocodile?
different families.
They have
the
different
most
eyes, don't they?
noticeable difference is their snout shape.
Yeah,
One is
meant that.
broad and round, and the other one is narrow
Like
and
square.
pointy.
Is a crocodile's narrow and pointy and an alligator's...
Alligators like a bit more
Alligator
snubby.
is broad and round.
Yeah, a bit
and
more
crocodile
snubby.
is narrow and pointy.
like an arrow?
Really scary.
Do they both live in water?
They are both found. Alligators are predominantly found in freshwater habitats like ponds, marshes, and rivers. Crocodiles can thrive in both freshwater and saltwater environments.
Well,
including
now I'm
coastal
freaked
areas.
out that there's
You might well
crocodiles
have
in the
a-
sea. They're thriving
Oh.
in saltwater.
Crocodiles are
you're-
much bigger.
Imagine if you're swimming along in the sea and there's just
That's
fucking
a crocodile.
crocodiles.
That's why I'm scared of the sea.
Crocs
like the
can
sea.
grow up to
I'm scared of
20 feet
sharks.
long and weigh over 2,400 pounds.
Stuff. I'm so scared. So scared.
Yeah, but when we go on the yacht, are you going to go on the slide off the side of it? I am.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I'm just going to get pissed
Yeah,
and
but
do it.
I'll get off the slide. But what I do is I
off and then frantically swim.
flappy
That's what I
as
do.
fast as. But I think the
I wish
more
I
I
didn't have
flap,
that
the more
thing.
I would scare whatever's
no,
underneath
you
me.
attract it actually
No, I know, but that's in my head.
because they're
In
attracted.
perspective,
Yeah.
a crocodile can weigh up to 171.5 stone.
What?
107. Wow. Well, we're all going to be killed by all this
Eaten
shit.
by a crocodile.
Anyway, we've got a message from Jen next. Hi, LuAnna Mo. I'll get straight into it. I was a twat when I went to the gym and decided to go for a quick swim after being in the main gym. I go back to my locker and I'm putting in my usual number code on my padlock, but it's not opening. Feeling particularly vulnerable, having just had a towel around me and my wet bikini, having a towel around me and my wet bikini in another, I started to panic, trying similar combinations, but still nothing works. I realise I need to get help. I can't wander to reception in just my towel. So I explained to a girl in the changing room and kindly asked if she'd let reception know for me. 10 seconds later, lady on reception appears with a massive pair of sharp pliers, as cutting off the padlock is the only way to resolve the situation. She reassured me I'm not the first, but before cutting said, "Are you sure this is yours?" I said yes, without hesitation. So we go ahead, cut off the padlock. She puts mine in the bin and wanders off. I throw the locker door open and obviously don't recognise my possessions. Glance 2 doors to the right and see exactly the same padlock.
Oh, babe.
I tried that with my number code and it opened, containing all my things. Great. I've just had someone's padlock cut for no reason, and it my panic of trying to get in. I do explain to the receptionist. She said, I'm also not the first person to do this. I leave a note in this person's locker apologising and explaining what a twat I am and to take my padlock in payment with the code it already has. I feel obliged to purchase a new padlock from the gym to try and say sorry for the trouble.
Oh.
Hope this gives you a laugh. Love the pod. Don't keep me on. Jen from Kidsgrove in Staffordshire.
Yeah, I heard of Kidsgrove.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, the fact that you just destroyed someone else's shit.
Bit embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit embarrassing.
Imagine
babes.
going back and you'd be like, oh my God, someone's tried to rob me.
Someone's like tried to break into my shit.
My
shit.
stinky, sticky
I'm
knickers.
always forget. Like, do you know what? It's always my bloody kids. When I go swimming with the kids, it's always Enzo. He just goes beep 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 beep, beep puts in the code and then presses the padlock
then
thing.
you
And I'm
don't
like,
know
what's
what
the
it
code? And then he tells me what the code. It's 1-5 something something. I do it. It's not because he's obviously messed it up. The amount of sodding times having to jemmy that open. Anyway, message from Anonymous. So Teresa, hi girls. First of all, love the pod and all that jizzles. English is not my native language and I have dyslexia, so excuse the spelling mistakes. Babes, no judgment. Just welcome. I'm a listener of about 2 years now. You've got me through a lot. You're very welcome. But I'm in a bit of a pickle and I need some
She
help.
has spoke. You've got me trough a lot.
I know. I know. Please keep me anonymous for obvious reasons. This is going to be a long one, so settle in, peeps. This story starts at the end of 2020. So I'm at the end of the pandemic. I was working for a bit longer.
We hoped it was the end.
Who were you kidding? It bloody well wasn't. That was the start. I was working for a bit longer than a year in the company I was working for at the time, and I'd had a great connection with a co-worker from another department. He and I were both married. I was with my partner for about 16 years at that point.
Oh, wow.
High school sweethearts. And he had been with his wife for about 8 years. Our partners were our first for both of us. And we were both not 100% content in our relationships. We were happy, but both curious what sex would feel like with someone other than our partners. One day we were having lunch together in the nearby park, and one thing led to another and we started kissing.
Oh, hello.
We both got very horny very fast and had sex behind some trees in the park. It was epic. Oh, wow. He was so big, I could not believe my mouth, let alone my fanny, was able to take him. Oh, all right, babes. I know, I don't...
Behind the trees.
Oh, I could say, yeah.
Sucking off the giant
Casually
cock.
behind an oak. Do you know what I mean? Behind a big oak. Big oak of my own, love. Whee. I know I don't have that much reference, but by what I have seen on the internet, trust me, they're not all big. It is well above average, she does confirm to say. Now, over the next 3 years, we talked a lot. Had the occasional sex in meeting rooms, in the park, in the car, in an abandoned piece of the warehouse. We would also have deeper, meaningful conversations. We would go 2 weeks with having sex every day and then months without. It was fun. I felt alive. Due to structural changes, he was even my boss for a couple of months, and that kind of kicked things up a notch for a while. It's all a bit kinky, isn't it? Yeah. I have felt some guilt towards my husband and he has towards his wife. But we both saw it as lust, nothing more. And when it got a bit too much, we stopped for a while.
Okay.
Sometimes he wanted to go full no contact on me. And although I understood that, it did still kind of hurt. About 2 years ago, I switched jobs to another company. Seeing and hearing each other got a little bit harder, but we still made it work. Nothing had happened between us since then. He has a new job now too, since a couple of months. And sometimes we catch up and have lunch together or have a quick check-in call. Over the years, he has become not just my lover, but also a great friend. We can talk about anything, for hours, whatever is on our mind, and we never judge. We get another perspective of what our partners think. We have been there for each other through good times and bad. Last week, we had lunch together. We had a quick hello hug, but instead of pulling away, we stayed in that hug for about 5 minutes. Afterwards, we kissed for the first time in 2 years, and it was epic, but nothing more happened at that point. This week, we talked about it, about how it should not happen again, but please can I come over for lunch again this week? And so I did, and you could feel the tension. And then he said, I want you, just don't want you
I just don't want
to do it to my wife anymore. I understand that and I want to respect that. But part of me really wanted this today. He had hinted at it, but then the cold no was a slap in my face. He said if we ever do it again, we can't see or hear each other ever again. But I really don't want that. And I want to respect his choice, but it also hurts because I know he had another fling last year. So why her and not me? I do realise what I'm doing and thinking is wrong. I have a husband that loves me and I love him very much. I don't love the other man. I have strong friendship and lust feelings for him, but nothing like I feel for my husband. So why am I crying in my car park right now, knowing I have a loving husband at home? And why does it hurt so much to be rejected by some other guy? I don't want to lose either of them. What do I do? Can I have feelings for two guys at the same time? Please help.
Oh, this is very complex.
It is.
She's
hang
gone
on.
on
Shall
to
we
say?
Yeah, we are a couple of
This
hours.
is a couple of hours later,
Yeah.
and she's wrote in again.
We're a couple of hours later now, and I really want to add that I do love my husband with all my heart. We have an amazing sex life. Think toys, some soft BDSM.
Oh, they do have a good sex life.
Despite our 13-year-old son being up in our business all of the time. It's just this other man makes me feel all sorts of feelings. I can't quite put my finger on it. I know what you're going to say. I have to lock him out, focus on what I have and not want. But it's not that simple. Thanks for your honest and blunt opinions. I hope this makes the pod. Anonymous from Belgium.
Well, this is very complex.
It is. And look, the fact is, it's never, ever simple. When you cheat, when you are having an affair, it very, very rarely ends.
This has been a long time as well.
Yeah, it does. Essentially, you have caught some emotions, you know, and some feelings. And, you know, you have, because it's not just sex. You've just said he feels like your friend. You know, you can confide in each other. It's messy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I think you are feeling rejected because you had something with him and now he doesn't want that anymore with you.
Well, and also he's done that something with you with someone else, which makes it feel not as special and secretive as with you, because actually he's been willing to do it with someone else as well.
And that I think is the source of this rejection. It's actually that what you could almost palatable because it sort of felt even before.
Yeah,
you know,
and
you
it's
were
not
even though
now.
it's wrong, but you know, you were, exactly. But now
he's now done it with someone else and told you about it.
Which I think makes you feel that actually you probably don't mean as much to him as clearly maybe he means to you.
Yeah, definitely.
You've said it yourself. My absolute advice to you on this is I think you need to completely walk away. If you really do love your husband, if you want to stay with your husband and you want to make it work with your husband, unless you and your husband have an open conversation, open dialogue about having, a polyamorous relationship, it doesn't sound like you have. It sounds like this is a secret. I say proceed with caution because I think you are going to continue to get very hurt and potentially it's going to end up ruining your marriage at some point.
Yeah. And I think as well that sometimes when you do things, you and him were obviously initially in the same situation with your partners. And then you kind of meet and you've obviously had an affair together, which has been quite prolonged. And now it feels like he's at a stage where he potentially is quite happy in his relationship. So he has tapped out and he has got those feelings of guilt now, like, oh my God, because your relationships move in different waves. And I always say that, like, when people get divorced, they'll only get divorced if two of them actually want to get divorced. If one doesn't, then often the other one will stay to work out if there's not been like a major issue. But he's obviously at a stage with his wife now where they are happy together. So he's not wanting to do something with you because he's got that happiness, whereas you're still feeling like you are lacking something in your relationship, which is why like he's rejected you in this sense as well, which is really tricky. And I too would say that you do need to cut it off and you do need to focus on what you've got. Yeah. And I think the older you get, you either realise and appreciate you're less reckless, aren't you, as you get older? You know, when you're younger, you're a bit more daring to have that fling or have that affair or have that flirt. And as you get older, you start to think, God, actually, it's, you know, sex and that like isn't as interesting anymore. And you focus more on that friendship with your partner. And it might be that he's in that stage of his relationship, whereas you're still lacking a bit of excitement potentially in yours. Although it sounds like you have a very good sex life.
It sounds like you do.
I do think you can have feelings for two people at the same time.
You absolutely can. You can.
And that's really, really confusing. And actually, it does just hurt you in the long run. So my advice would be to just cut it out. And it'll be hard initially. But as time goes on, you then kind of just forget about it almost, you know?
Yeah, I think you just need to figure out at what cost do you continue this. It sounds like he's tapped out. The fun has shifted, and it always does with affairs.
Yeah.
And it does sound, you be honest with yourself, you've got feelings for him.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, my love.
We've got a message from Hannah X. She says, "Hey, LuAnna Mio, love you girls and all that jazz. I'm sitting here in the doctor's waiting for my smear, still with the
Good girl.
residual cold sweat from about 20 minutes ago. Settle in. So my smear appointment was at 4:50, inconveniently nearing the end of a busy day, with no time to have a full shower, which I would definitely have preferred. A quick but thorough wipe down around and in was all I had time for as I went into the bathroom, leaving the door open to use the loo and then have a good old clean up. But let me tell you girls, I was thorough. Both holes, to be sure. I'm feeling fresh as a daisy, and I go to leave the bathroom when I lock eyes with my son's 17-year-old Swedish friend on his motherfucking webcam. What? So she's gone in the bathroom to have a clean up and she's left the door open.
Yeah.
And then she's gone to leave and his son's 17-year-old Swedish friend is
It's
on
on
his
the webcam. Oh, okay. Look, the bedroom door.
The door to his room
Yes.
is directly opposite the bathroom door.
Oh, I see.
My son was
I
downstairs
see.
but had left his webcam on and the bedroom door.
Got it.
Oh, so his son's computer's
It's on with the webcam
with the
facing
mate
out
on it.
looking out the door, and she's come out the car.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Without missing a beat, I continued into my bedroom because, of course, I was Nicholas too and pretended I hadn't noticed. But we both know. We locked eyes and he definitely saw me going to town on my vag and arsehole. I hope my son forgives me as this is the second time I've accidentally flashed his 17-year-old Swedish gamer friend. Lesson is, ladies, always find the time for a nice shower, safe behind a closed door. Don't forget to book your smears. No need to keep me along. Hannah from Herne Bay in Kent." So
Imagine her with that vag flannel.
been gaming with the mate. He's gone downstairs to get a Diet Coke.
And she's there with her flannel giving it a right old rub.
And the Swedish gamer mate's just stayed watching it.
Having a watch.
He's just thought, well, I'll lock onto this. No polite, hanging up.
No.
He's just had a right old voyeur.
Good old gorping sesh.
Brilliant.
And his mates, and your mum.
And your mum.
Remember, if you want to get in touch.
Fingering her arsehole with that baby wipe.
Seesawing with a towel. Remember, if you want to get in touch, email us at LuAnna at everythingluanna.com. Or you can drop us a WhatsApp. It's 07745 266 947.
This newsy bit has been swirling around.
I've gone down a real rabbit hole on this one.
I haven't looked up the progression on this in the last week or so that there might have been more to this story than what I'm about to say, but I've been taking great interest in this. So there's a British British teenager, and she went missing in Thailand. And I actually saw on Facebook it swirling around that she'd gone missing. She's only 18 years old. And then basically 4 days after her family reported her missing, her dad had flown to Thailand to try and find her.
That's right.
She turns up in Georgia and she's been arrested on drug trafficking.
That's right.
And Georgia's ministry have said that she was arrested at...
How do you pronounce this?
Yeah.
Is it
Tbilisi.
Tbilisi International Airport? We're not quite sure. Tbilisi International Airport.
Yeah, in Georgia, while attempting to smuggle 12 kilos of cannabis and 2 kilos of hashish, which is a cannabis concentrate, into the country. So now she could face 20 years of life in prison. And apparently there was a video of her being led into court in handcuffs, and that's when she was identified.
That's when people, because from what I was reading on it, is the mum's she'd gone off, say, as a on holiday. The mum had sent her a message saying, will you FaceTime me later at 5 o'clock? And she went, yeah, that's fine, I'll FaceTime you. And apparently that's the last her mum has heard of her.
Yeah.
Until then she was, turned up, being pictured going into a police station in handcuffs. There is we may have had an update.
She also said that she was pregnant,
but we don't know if that has been confirmed. We don't know if
she is pregnant or not. Has that been confirmed, Imo?
Not as of when I last saw the news. We may have been a bit further on.
Yeah, we might be a bit further on now.
But there was also now I noticed a story saying that there is now an identical case of another young lady, British teenager, that has also now been arrested on drug trafficking charges. charges, which is now sparking suspicions that it's linked and it's to do with some cartel. And now they're looking into that at very similar case, similar timings and similar targeting.
They might
possibly
have been forced to do this, right? And people are like, oh, well, if they were forced to do it, why didn't they just get to the airport and run away? But you don't know what these people
say
are telling these girls. They might be saying someone is on the plane with you and they're watching you at all times.
Or they're going to kill your
family. And if you go, we're going to go and kill your family and blah, blah, blah.
You don't know.
But it's and it reminds me of the other two girls. Now, they did get away with it, those two. Well, they were really, really pretty girls.
Yes, I remember. So
from Liverpool, I think they were.
What I read about this. What's this young lady's name? We're not saying her name. I can't remember her name now.
I can't remember her name. It's not here. Let me look
but she apparently, something I was reading on behalf of the legal representation is, if it is proven that this is a first
Bella Culley.
Bella Culley, that's it. If this is proven that this is a first offence, she's never ever been involved in anything to do with drug trafficking, i.e. if they can prove that this is a very out of character situation, then it goes in her favour to have hopefully a lenient sentence or gets off.
Girl.
Yeah, because wasn't she going out to start nursing college or something? Yeah.
She's claimed that she's pregnant, and that still hasn't been confirmed.
I mean, it's every parent's worst nightmare, isn't it? Your kid goes off on a bit of a holiday. You want to put the trust in them. You know, you don't want to mollycoddle your kids. You say, off you go, 18, have a little gap year, trot about. But
apparently
then
she is pregnant and she could raise the baby in prison.
Well, I read that story, but I had heard at the time it still hadn't been confirmed. But has it been confirmed? I haven't heard it was confirmed.
Bella Culley could raise a...
Could, if she's proven to be pregnant and she does get incarcerated.
She said she's pregnant.
Interesting.
But we don't know if...
I read something like she could raise a baby in jail for the first 3 years
and
or
her
something.
dad basically went to Thailand.
Because he lives in Vietnam.
What, the dad? Oh, does he?
And then he went over with his sister to try and sort of figure out. But I believe at the time of us recording this pod, they hadn't been allowed to see her in jail. They hadn't been actually allowed to speak to her. So,
yeah, and he had to divert, didn't he, from Thailand to Georgia?
I mean, the whole thing is terrifying and very strange. But I guess this will just keep on. It's interesting, isn't it, when these cases
why have there been
the
so many young teen girls doing this recently? There's been quite a lot. It is a bit strange, isn't it? It needs some more delving into it.
Which is why I think they're starting to link cases.
We need to Erin Brockovich this.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's terrifying. And just be careful, kids. If you're going travelling, just be really bloody careful, please.
All right, teacher voice.
Honestly, I am. I'm terrified for them.
This is a more LuAnna story.
Go on.
A woman's been arrested and she's now in custody because she has shat on someone else's car in a road rage incident that has been captured on video.
I mean,
have we got the video, Imo?
Yeah.
She's 44 years old, so she's basically shat on someone's car. Well, we had a rant about merging the other week, and this is what happened. One driver cut off another. The other driver...
Merging. It's the merging rage.
But the viral video has sparked plenty of jokes and puns.
Okay.
But it's not a laughing matter. She has been charged with indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, harassment, and depositing waste on a highway.
What have you been charged on? I had a shit on a car.
So, Imo sent us the video. Right, let's have an old gander. I'll put my volume up for this.
Shall I watch on yours?
Here she is. Oh, it's like a big diarrhea.
Oh, she doesn't mind. Oh, yeah, oh.
Wait, look. Here we go. She walks over. Look, Anna, look at the bonnet. Look at the bonnet.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking.
Look, she shot on her.
Oh, that was not chocolate mousse. Oh.
It's like a spray.
She's actually sprayed Imogen out of her body.
Oh, my.
That is body spray.
Days.
Nobody needs... I'll be honest, I would be fuming if someone just sprayed that on my car bonnet. But also, I like this. The NBC reached out to the family, who did not agree to an interview, but said there was more to the story than just the viral video. They're trying to get a lawyer, apparently. So, well, good luck with that.
Someone put the recognition. No town wants this to happen in their town. The recognition a town gets over this kind of thing, it's very unwelcome. We don't want this.
So you come from so-and-so. Ah, yes. The town where she
shitting on the car.
shat on the car. There it is.
Anyway, very odd, but let's go from that weirdo to the next. It's time for
It's the Widow of the Week.
Car.
Right, anonymous. So Edie, hi. She says, long-time listener, sat listening to Weirdo of the Week, and it dawned on me that my husband may be a contender. I'm not sure how weird it is, but I find it pretty weird. When he's going for it's a lot of poo chat today. When he's going for a poo, he will spread his arse cheeks so that they are wedged on each side of the toilet seat, so that his arsehole is spread without touching either side. I've asked him why he does it, and he says it's the normal way to go without dirtying the cheeks. Am I a weird one for not doing this, or is he pretty weird?
I do this. I just get on the toilet and I pull one cheek
I do
up,
that too.
pull the other cheek
So
up.
you don't get spread.
So the arsehole's more open. Yeah, because otherwise your cheeks are like in
it
the
sort of
toilet
smudges-
and you want to make them more...
Smudges through, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I guess I do to an extent. Sort of,
You've got to have a little
shuffle your
wiggle,
body around a bit so you
Open the
create
bum. So
a
I
bit of
actually
space.
think,
Yeah.
Edie, that you're weird for not doing it because you're going to have stinky cheeks.
Stinky cheeks.
Right, what's Ursula saying, Anna?
Go on, she's saying, hi, LuAnna and Limo. Love the pod and all that jazz. Newish fan here. I discovered the pod in December and have been enjoying listening to your back catalogue.
Well done.
Well done. I haven't had to say it this ep. I am at the point where you are still in lockdown and Lou is trying to convince Anna to try out her Tracy's dog.
Well, she tried it.
Never look back, babes.
She came, she conquered.
I saw. Every time I listen to the pod, I wish that I could submit my own cute anecdote. And last night, while listening to Lou's Goodnight Clemmy song in the background of my hobby time, I had the realisation. Am I weird?
Oh,
You can-
wait. She listened. Oh, no.
This is...
She listened
To
to
your-
me singing Clemy's Night
Oh, hang
song.
on. In the
to
background
her
of my
wanking.
hobby time...
I sang
Oh.
her wank to Tracy's
oh no,
dog.
no, this is not good. This is weird. We've crossed a line, Lufanians. We've crossed a line. She says, you can give me a granny name. Here's my, am I weird? I mean, that's the weird one. Lou actually looks a bit disturbed.
That's tainted
And
my
it
bedtime
has
routine.
tainted it for me too. As any girl who gets a Brazilian wax knows that a de-weeded lady garden is a lovely and freeing feeling. So for about 10 days after my wax, I love nothing more than to sit on my
Is
bed.
this the same lady?
It's the same lady, Lou. Yeah.
So, sorry, that wasn't the weirdo.
No, that wasn't the weirdo, Lou.
Her wanking
Over you
with
singing
her
a
Tracy's
Goodnight
dog
song.
to me singing Clemy's Night song wasn't the weirdo.
No.
That was just the intro to the
That's-
next weird thing that she's about to tell us.
It was the dress rehearsal.
Okay.
So phew,
Okay.
there we are.
No, I don't think hobby time is her wanking. I think hobby
Oh.
time references what is about to come.
Oh, good. Because I did think this was a little bit too much.
that's
Thank goodness you can relax now, Lou. You can relax. You can relax. So for about 10 days after my wax, I love nothing more than to sit on my bed like Winnie the Pooh with a t-shirt on, naked legs and crotch open to the elements, bent over double with my bedside lamp illuminating my honey pot. Armed with my tweezers, the same ones used for my eyebrows and my mum's chin hairs, I begin flipping over my flaps, stretching the skin and angling my lips to scrutinise my downstairs. I then pluck away any hairs left behind. Oh, this is her hobby time, Lou. I then pluck away any hairs left behind.
As she was doing this listening to my Night
Clemmy,
song.
and any new little ones sprouting up. I only stop when I start to go cross-eyed and my back aches. But there is nothing more satisfying than admiring my little pile of pubes on my duvet. This keeps me happy for a good 10 days. But once the growth gets overwhelming, I have to give up and excitedly wait for my next wax. Am I a weirdo? Much love. Granny name, insert, from Johannesburg, South Africa. P.S. Did Anna ever use her Tracy's dog? Of course I did, babes. Of course I did.
She used it.
This is a strange
That
one.
is weird.
This is a strange one.
And painful.
I still can't get away from the thinking hobby time was you singing your
yeah,
song.
nor
So
can
I'm
I.
going to leave that one there, I think. I think I'm just going to leave that one
park
there.
it.
Leave that one there. Very good weirdos though, guys.
Well-
Thank you.
Yeah,
Not much to say about that. How are you feeling, Lou?
traumatised.
Yeah, very. Are you feeling ranty though this week, or are we having a calm
I'm just
moment?
going to have a little rant. As
on.
we know, we're now in June. Woohoo.
We are, yeah.
The sun is shining. We hope. We hope we get a long summer. Now, probably talked about this before, but I was driving along the other day and on my way to school pickup, sun shining. It's not that warm, right? It's about 18 degrees. I've still got a jumper on. Okay. I see topless men walking down the street. I see one in his white van. He's driving. He's in his little white van without his top off. And it's just like they're whipping these tops off like it's Love Island, the Leyland edition. But let me tell you, they don't look like they're on Love Island. The moobs are out. The beer guts are out. We don't do it as women. So why do men feel the need to do this? Just keep your fucking t-shirt on. Put a wife beater on if you think it's necessary with your bloody Stella. It makes me feel sick. Women don't do it and they're just half naked, like waltzing around. How would they feel if we were like staring at their upside down nipples? They were staring at our upside down.
It's when I went to go and pay for petrol the other day, actually, and there was a man in front who, again, was enjoying his toplessness. And as he went and leant over to go and pick up his packet of fags and his Boost bar,
and there was
a glistening sweat under the old armpit. I was like, ew.
It's so disgusting. One ray of sunshine, that top's whipped off like they're on fucking tour. It's disgusting. I don't want to see it. And then why would you get in your white van and leave your top off and then just drive around? Is there not a fucking fan in the van?
Some aircon.
Put your aircon on.
Feeling free. They just want to let it all hang out.
Literally.
Let it all hang out.
Literally, it's hanging. Your little lobster red torso. You're waddling down the street. It's not a good look. It's not attractive. They've got the fucking tattoos out that are all distorted. The bulldog tattoo that looks like it's like had a stroke because it's all distorted. I'm not into it.
It's not for you.
It's not for me.
It's not for Lou.
Lads, keep your tops on unless you look like you're out of Baywatch, and then I'll happily
she has an exception.
perv on you.
She has an exception.
Yeah. But anyway, listen, that is it.
Certainly
for this week. Keep your top on.
It is, but also don't
doing
forget,
a Sundance.
Be back with us here on Monday, guys. You don't have to wait until then, because on Thursday we have LuAnna totally extra. We need you, Lufanians, though, for all of your lovely stories, anecdotes, all of that. We love your birth dilemmas. What do we call it? Bitching births? No. Labour. What is it?
Bellends
at birth. That's the one.
Birth.
LuAnna at everythingluanna.com.
We both went to talk then at the same time. You can hop onto WhatsApp, send us a voice note or a message. Our number's 07745 266 947. Please follow the podcast. It's in the top right corner. It really helps us out. And share the love. We have a lot of new listeners recently. We love all our new listeners and all our old listeners. If you don't want to just listen to us, you can also watch us on YouTube and give us a review. We'll see you Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.